Hey, you're listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe. This is Eric Zane. I don't know these two people, but I know they're fucking assholes. Mike Calta and Rover, suck my dick for what you did to Ryan.
Hey, what's up? I'm Woody. That's Greg Gorey.
What's up?
Menace.
Hi.
Gina Grad.
Hey.
Seabass. There's Sammy.
Hello.
We are The Woody Show.
Yeah.
And you are listening to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
People often argue over Android versus iPhones, but the real debate should be middle-aged Gen X morning shows versus Hoppe Hour. Guess who wins? We will let you decide. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. What? Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Now, something completely different. Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and that's it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at? Always going in, never doubt it. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source or trending topic. We the hottest, search about us. Competition microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-P-P-E.
That's me.
H-O-P-P-E.
That's me.
H-O-P-P-E. You already know Hoppe Hour in your system.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's going on?
Hey guys, what's up, G?
What up?
Wanna go to Chachki's? Get some coffee? Oh, it's a little early. I gotta get out of here. I think I'm gonna lose it.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mundus.
It's Monday again.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mundus.
Oh, one more time.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mundus.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mundus.
I swear, each and every Monday, I can get 9 hours of sleep, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and I'm still as tired as ever. Watching that Philadelphia Eagles, Los Angeles Rams game last night. Man, the Rams just pretty much sold everything to have that one Super Bowl 4 years ago, and that's all they have. They're under 500 now. A little bit of sports talk later on. But this is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you from the top secret Hoppe Hour studios at the chill room of Pinellas Park in Pinellas Park, Florida. I guess it's not so secret, is it now? So this weekend, I worked an event. It was a 10K. And it was a very unique morning. So I work for this company where I do events. And sometimes I don't really know what I'm going to. I'm just showing up to promote the radio station. And it's kind of like you roll the dice. You never know what your day is going to be like, what the event's going to be like, who's going to be there. And there's a lot of stuff that happened. So Friday night, I went to bed around 9 p.m. because I had to be up at 3 a.m. to be at work at 4, to be downtown Tampa at 5. Got up at 3:20. I swear, it was the weirdest morning ever. Get up at 3:20, and you know when you set an alarm, and if you don't press snooze, it'll just go off 10 minutes later? So it goes off at 3:20. I get some things ready, and I go in the shower, and the alarm goes off again. I don't know what time warp occurred in that shower, but somehow 7-8 minutes passed by. I must have fallen asleep with my eyes open and water hitting my head. So I drive to work, and I find out that I'm working 2 events. I thought November 23rd was this Saturday because time is just going by very fast. And I didn't know that I was going to be working 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. It flew by. It was awesome. But it was just quite the adjustment when you hear, oh, we're working 2 events today. And I'm just walking into work. I'm like, all my coworkers that I worked with, they were all ready to go at, 4 a.m. Me, I'm like, I have a little bit of a crankiness in the morning. It's not good to be around. I get a little groggy, a little cranky. Once I hit the vape pen a little bit and drink some kava, I'm good. But I'm a douche in the morning. If I'm ever in a relationship, I try to not talk to my significant other in the morning because I'm a douchebag. And that is a no good. So it was about 50 degrees out in Florida. Maybe in northern Florida, it was colder. But in Tampa, it was about 50 degrees. And when I woke up in the morning, I was in a rush. And I didn't realize that it was going to be, this event was going to be at the Amalie Arena in downtown Tampa. So in that area, it's called Thunder Alley, and it's literally like an alley. Wind just gusts through there. And now, for everybody that doesn't know, I'm actually from Illinois. I don't know if you could tell by my Midwest accent and my long-winded rants, but I'm not from Florida, and that is where I reside. But growing up, I had to go to the bus stop every day, and I would have the wind going up against my face. So when it's 50 degrees out in Florida, it doesn't bother me. Am I cold? Yes. Am I complaining? No. Oh my goodness. If I took a shot for every time somebody came up to me at the event, enough of that. I'm getting triggered to when I had to wait at the bus stop going to school that I hated. This sound's just taking me back. At the event, this guy comes up to me. He's like this Gen X dad with his 2 daughters, like teenage daughters, and they're all wrapped up in blankets. And he's like, "You're not from around here, now are you?" No, from Illinois, and blah, blah, blah. I have the whole conversation. I used to wait at the bus stop. I don't care about the cold weather. If I took a shot for every time someone came up to me saying something about me now wearing a jacket when it's only 50 degrees and it's going to be 70 degrees in about 4 hours, I would be blackout drunk, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And that gets to my greater point. I think Florida needs to appreciate the cold weather a little more. My coworker was like blaring the heat in the car. I was like, you could turn that down a little bit. It's not negative 20. Very strange. And I get, if you live somewhere and everyone's from there and I'm not a visitor, I've been here a decade, but if you live somewhere and you're a transplant, the cold weather is going to treat you differently. But it's just Floridians shiver and complain. And I'm like, it's literally going to be warm out in 3 hours. And not just that, but do you see what's going on with all the snow in the Northeast? I just wish Florida had this grateful vibe. Where they were able to appreciate that it's not that cold. Turn on the heat, turn on the stove, do whatever you got to do. If you're cold, it's fine. But the complaining, because guess what? You were complaining 6 months ago that it was 110 out with humidity. And now you don't like it? What the hell? What are you supposed to do? Drives me mad. But I try to keep the opinion to myself and just to leave it on my radio show. Because if I make a post on Facebook or Twitter complaining about it, people go, well, why don't you go back to Illinois then? I don't want to go to Illinois. I'm good. I moved to Cleveland for a reason and then here. More because I got fired in Cleveland and I didn't want to be in Cleveland. But you get the point. I don't want to go back to that. I just wish Florida could be grateful. It's not that cold. Now, maybe up in Tallahassee or St. Augustine or Jacksonville, then maybe you got a point. But down here, it's so cold. Shut up. It's going to be 80 in a week. Maybe not exactly a week, but the time flies and then it's hot out. That is the thing about Florida. When it's 110 out in the summer, oh my God, I can't wait for it to cool off. And it gets cool in November, December, and maybe January and February. I want the heat back. I'm like, my goodness, Florida. How do you want it? That's a good song by Tupac. Mm-hmm. How do you want it? Do you want it super high where all the girls are dressed up all skimpy? Or do you want it where everyone's bundled up and the girls are in yoga pants? We're going to come back on Hoppe Hour and get this party started right after this. Mm-hmm.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
How low can you go? Mama say no more. Your body just said it all. And my glass is raised. Make a toast to getting money. This is how we play. Now it's time to celebrate. Celebration, pop, pop, bottle. Super big like a movie at the bottle. Number one spot, so the haters just follow. Every time my hands go up, I'm hearing a round of applause. Take a pic with her phone. I said slow down, she said baby I'm grown. And now she's saying she working me like a pro. Booty clap clapping bravo. She's saying then we hit the front door. Now she's singing like she on tour. And my glass is raised. Make a toast to getting money. This is how we play. Now it's time to celebrate. Celebration, pop, pop, bottle. Super big like a movie at the bottle. Number one spot, so the haters just follow. Every time my hands go up, I'm hearing a round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause. Clap, clap, snap, snap, encore, bravo. Baby, make a wish upon these flashing lights. And I'll make them all come true.
Luda, heads up, money out the a-hole, looking like I got Mother Nature on the payroll. It stay raining, but Luda keeps shining, cause me and Shock Zoo went half and bought an island. Chris cut $500,000 for the watch, whipping 100-foot yachts up to 55 knots. 10 years been paying my dues, hoes get it right, paper long as Penelope Cruz knows. 10 and a half, alligator boots, and tailor-made water-repellent cashmere suits. He's so boozy, all in the jacuzzi, such a Virgo, and that's why he's so choosy. I like
I'm a Virgo.
you too, y'all can do me like a wishbone and break me in two. Come one and come all of the time, cause my bottle service look like an assembly line. Ray!
Celebration, pop, pop, bottle. Super big like a movie at the bottle. Number
Oh, yeah, Ray J. I've seen you bang Kim. You did better than her. Ray J and Ludacris with Celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
70 downloads. Oh, sure. 70 downloads. Oh, sure. 70 downloads. Got it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Like I say each day, the first segment. I play the song, we come back from break, and I'm all awake. Hey, that rhymed. This following segment has been brought to you by the best Delta 8 CBD honey around. DZ Beezy Honey at dzbeezyhoney.com. Go there for the best honey sticks, lollipop, lick the lollipop, the wrapper. Or a jar of honey. However the hell you want to get high. Go to dzbeezyhoney.com and use keyword happy. H-O-P-P. Not H-O-P-P-Y. I have a really funny story to tell you guys. My dad died of cancer 10 years ago tomorrow. It sounds so funny. But on Sunday, I'm not in Illinois, but they had a memorial mass for him. And this goes to having to tell people how to pronounce my last name, Hoppe, and spell it. All the priests that knew my dad are either dead or retired. So there's a whole new batch of priests. Hope they don't touch kids. At the church. And in the mass, I guess they said Roy Hoppe. And what I never got about people that mispronounce my last name, if you're not sure about it, ask.
Hello again. It's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and nonverbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an honored personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org.
Completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe is your alternative to the typical morning show with fake dating segments. Recording for the average Joe and Jane because we don't discriminate by gender.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet, and the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan's tall like the sky.
Oh, sure.
6'9", he's fly.
Thanks, bro.
From Chicago to the Bay.
Yeah.
In St. Pete he'll stay.
Got it.
Talk of love and fame. Dating life's his game.
Oh, is it really?
News on stars he spills. With laughter fills.
What's going on?
Hoppe Hour, all you need. Rich and Ely, take a seat.
Yeah, bitch.
Ryan's got the groove. Hoppe Hour makes you move.
Oh, what's going on?
A cat by his side.
Meow.
In Florida they reside.
Happy birthday tomorrow, Luna. You're gonna be lucky number 7. Please live to 21. I can't imagine a world without you. That's my daughter. Because I got a vasectomy and I'm not having kids. Can I imagine? I can't even imagine having kids with my exes. Those kids would have been brainwashed to hate me. And guess what? I'm good.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
This headline here is absolutely, positively infuriating. I don't know why pedophiles get rights in this country. Hoppe law is something that should be happening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If there is a pedophile, there is no fixing them. That is their orientation. Some people can be bisexual. Some people can be gay. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? If you are into kids, there really is no fixing that. So guess what? Electric chair. Bye, bitch. Screw you. I'm burning hell even though it's not real. Bye, bitch. You think I'm kidding? Check out this headline and try not to get mad.
A disturbing twist in new technology AI used to generate child porn. Today, a teacher accused of using students' images struck a deal with prosecutors.
Why would you strike a deal with this guy? I don't get it. Everybody goes, why is pedophilia so common? Because they don't, I'm not saying you immediately electrocute them, but they're not human. They're mutants. They're pieces of garbage.
Good evening. I'm Stacey Scheibel.
I'm Keith Kate. Thank you for joining us tonight. A Bay Area family was outraged after a teacher at their 9-year-old daughter's school was accused of using AI to generate pornographic images using their daughter's likeness.
Oh, let's just give them a plea deal. No big deal.
Prosecutors say the teacher also possessed other child porn images, but the images generated using AI are not considered illegal under current Florida law.
I love these Florida laws. They're so good. We're so fucked.
8 on your side, investigative reporter Brittany Muller spoke with the family and has our story.
One of the YouTube comments, struck a deal. Why is this even an option? I bet this guy listens to bad morning radio.
The victim's family says Stephen Hauser knew their daughter was a victim of the foster care system.
Oh, that's good. Exploit them too, you scumbag. Burn in hell.
She trusted and adored her teacher, while they say Hauser preyed upon her.
She don't understand how somebody...
They're blurring out the parent's face.
...that she cared so much about could have done something like that to her.
For this family's protection, we are concealing their identity.
That's good.
This man is one of the victim's fathers. We'll call him Bob.
I like Bob. Father of the year.
We were told that one of the teachers had used our daughter's image to make some AI pornographic images to sexually gratify himself.
I love those voices they use. Billy Madison Show did it during their fake segments. Yeah, they're fake. Ooh, they talk like this. Very creepy. But I get the point.
Bob's daughter is 9. She attended Beacon Christian Academy in Newport Richey.
A Christian school having creeps? No way.
From VPK until the 3rd grade. Pasco County Sheriff Chris Nacco says what science teacher Stephen Hauser admitted to doing is not a crime.
Why? This is AI. Like, listen, I use ChatGPT all the time, and these rejoiners I play on my show, they're not real humans. Do you really think a human being sung this? No. I use AI, but the fact that that's not a crime, DeSantis, you failed helping us during the hurricane. Maybe make this a crime since you're such a family man.
The problem we have is, these state laws, federal laws, they're not keeping up with the technology that's out there, especially with AI.
Authorities did, however, arrest Hauser on possessing real child porn and engaging in a romantic relationship with a student.
Yuck. It is weird, though, whenever like a hot teacher does it to a young boy, all the comments from 50-year-olds are like, where was that in the 70s? But then when a guy does it, it's like, let's kill him. It's like, it's kind of a double standard. They're both pedophiles.
And so we have to be able to keep up with that technology and also in the courtroom to make sure the prosecutors are able to do their job.
On Wednesday morning, the state offered Hauser a plea deal of 7 years in prison, followed by 10 years of sex offender probation. But before accepting the deal,
because he said it was either 5 years or 7 years.
I love the entitlement of this pedophile. I deserve rights. It's BS.
And I said we would go with the 5.
Hauser tried to sweeten his deal, but the state attorney nor the judge would give in.
It can't be 5 or 7. Now, why would you? Of course you would go with 5.
I love this house. He knows this judge. Her name's Mary.
It can't be 5 or 7. Now, why would you? Of course you would go with 5. Who wouldn't go with 5?
I love this.
I'd go with 5 too. The state has made it abundantly clear to me at the bench and to Mr. Perello prior to this that the offer is 7 and followed by 10, and today is the day that you can accept that or reject it.
Hauser accepted the deal, but again, under current Florida law, the AI images of child pornography were not considered when weighing the plea deal, since they are not considered illegal.
That's very disturbing when you think about it.
You feel that justice has been served?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Justice is never served in this country. Let's just go with Florida news right now. I know this show is worldwide, but this is a big deal here locally where I record, being in the Tampa Bay area, and the media is kind of being passive-aggressive about the Tampa Bay Rays because the Tampa Bay Rays have a lot of power in this area. People on the radio and TV are afraid to speak up because they don't want to lose their press passes. Me, I don't give a flying fuck, so you'll hear the truth.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
For better or for worse.
We move next here tonight to the on-again, now off-again saga over the Rays' future stadium.
Yeah, the stadium and the surrounding gas plant district development all now hanging in limbo after the city of St. Pete and Pinellas County leaders delayed votes on funding.
A lot has happened this week, so tonight ABC...
Hey, can we just fix St. Pete? Who cares about this baseball team?
Action News reporter Jetty Williams is breaking down.
If you guys cared, you would attend the games. I don't mean to keep pausing the clip, but the whole thing, everybody says, oh, the traffic is just... How do you think people in LA, Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Louis, Philly, Dallas, Seattle, San Francisco, you think they just don't go to games because there's traffic? No, you literally wait in traffic. So the whole thing of, oh, I can't go to the Rays game because I'm in Tampa and they're in St. Pete, then you're not a fan.
On where we are right now.
The sign hanging at Ferg says it.
Major League Baseball is here to say...
Fuck you, Sternberg.
Right here.
Fuck
Steve
you.
Sternberg said it more than a year ago.
Dude does not care about the team at all. If you think he does, you're a shape. Or you work for him or are afraid to lose your press pass.
But that reality looks foggy right now. Funding for a new Tampa Bay Rays stadium isn't a done deal. The Rays told city council members the stadium deal is dead because Pinellas County commissioners decided to delay their vote on funding the project.
Yeah. People literally lose their cars because the infrastructure on this road everywhere in St. Pete is awful. But a baseball team that nobody goes to, here's going to be the ultimate test of the Rays, is when they're playing at George Steinbrenner Field, which holds about 11,000 people. If you guys can't sell that place out, we don't deserve this area. Nashville, Salt Lake City, Charlotte, they all want a team. And if they're going to go, they deserve it more than us.
As a result, St. Pete City Council members delayed their vote as well. Brian Auld, co-president of the Tampa Bay Rays, isn't optimistic.
This dork just lies all the time.
It's been nothing short of heartbreaking to inform our staff, our partners, and our fans that our agreement effectively died when the county commission replaced 2 yes votes with 2 no votes.
That sucks. I feel bad for the people that have to work for Sternberg because he's just such a lying scumbag leech that you're just getting lied to all the time. The media's getting lied to. The radio hosts are getting lied to. The audience is getting lied to. Trust me.
But Mark Ferguson, the owner of Fergs, remains hopeful, despite...
Yeah, you can be hopeful, bro, all you want. Everybody can have hope. Fergs definitely needs them. I love Fergs. Those chicken wings. Chef's kiss. They're good. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got to talk reality here. If the one deal, because I got to say this, and everybody gets mad when I say it, they were never going to go to Tampa. If they had an option in Tampa, they would just go to Tampa. The media was basically told, make it seem like they might go to Tampa even though they never had a deal in Tampa. Because if they had a deal in Tampa, they would just go to Tampa. You know what I'm saying? They got lucky that the Yankees were like, yeah, you're so pathetic that we'll let you guys play at our spring training stadium. Do you see the problem here? If this was any other major market, any other city, you'd be told the honest truth about the Rays. But the media here has to kiss the ass because they're afraid that they won't be allowed in the bullpen.
All of the uncertainty and unanswered questions swirling right now.
I think it's not real good, but I think it's better than them not approving the bonds, so we still have hope.
This
Poor guy.
all began when Hurricane Milton blew through.
I don't know why Sternberg didn't have anything covering the roof. One of the worst hurricanes in 100 years. That's not going to affect my shitty baseball stadium.
Taking the roof of Tropicana Field with it.
I was right here in the building. We were nice and safe. But when I woke up in the morning at 6
It's very weird to drive by.
o'clock and I looked outside, I was like, holy cow. And I had no idea what it meant.
It's very weird to look at. It looks like a beat-up factory or something because the Tropicana Field, I know people are not going to like this. It's not a good place. It's not.
Said, wow, look at this. And now it's just one thing after another thing after another thing after another thing, and now we could lose baseball, but hopefully not.
Ferg's is a shrine to baseball, situated right across the street from Tropicana Field. And if the Trop goes, so does a piece of Ferg's identity.
And it is going to hurt this year not having them. You know, we'll probably have to lay some people off, hopefully not too many.
That's what sucks, man, is I don't like the Rays front office or anything about the Rays. I root for them to a point. But I feel bad for everybody that's like, I don't know, everybody that's affected around there. And I know that owners never care about the teams, but this is what you're affecting, bro. It's always the rich and elite that screw up everything. Sternberg screws up everything. A billionaire screws up everything. Describes America.
But hopefully they get back to the table in 2026. We'll have baseball back at the Trop.
You can hope. But the place looks really messy.
That's what I'm hoping for.
So where are we left now? The money to repair Tropicana Field and have it up and running by the 2026 opener is in limbo as well.
They haven't even started cleaning it. I'm not saying you can immediately clean the place overnight, but the fact that they're not even trying, Sternberg doesn't care. And everybody needs to be honest about that. You have people going on local TV and all local radio claiming that it's all lies. They're afraid of losing their connection to the Rays, so they're trying to be positive.
But Ferguson hopes after Thanksgiving, cooler heads will prevail.
Yeah, that's definitely going to happen because cooler heads have supposed to have been prevailing since 2017 when they were going to maybe go to E-War, which was just a publicity campaign because I interviewed the president of that campaign. Do you notice that the media tries to be positive about the Rays because they don't want to be honest? Do you notice that the fans try to be positive because they're fans? Do you notice that the local businesses try to be positive, but it's actually not a positive situation?
I believe the Tampa Bay Rays are on first, city's on second, and the city and the county commission's on third.
Yeah.
We need to knock a home run to get them all home.
We'll end on that. Barely anybody cares about the Rays locally, so I can only imagine the worldwide listeners going, who cares?
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Kill it with the beat.
Break it down like this. Break it down like. We're gonna break it down like. Break it down. I'm like, hold up, know what now? Millions in the folder, I show ya how. It's a soldier, I'm calling, pow. The spinning over, low wood. Getting more bucks, dipping in the Porsche force. Got my head tripping in this Porsche truck. And I'm skeet spitting, absorb thus. I'm a star, she ain't trying to get abortions. I'm fresh, falling to the death. 3-point range, following my steps. Lear, plane, calling from a jet. I could go from Rome to Guatemala in a sec. I spent 100 on the wrist, another 100 on the chain. I'm so fresh, money ain't a thing. No, he ain't your main, but one up in the same. And the sun up in the blame, make it sunny in the rain. My house is everything that comes out my mouth is. We G-O-U-G-I-E. We G-O-U-G-I-E. And my charm is, my chain is, necklace, my watch and my rings is. We G-O-U-G-I-E. We G-O-U-G-I-E.
My flow so fresh like hot bread. And from a slice of the lo-fi break fast. And if I want it that bad, I'll take that. A few people from a pad gon' hate that. Ain't that true? Big Dame and that's cool. DJ Smooth Killer, what you won't do? See, I'm the rude boy of the big dollar. Spit shine, these tracks, my flow is polished. Hydro, I got it. Blow old the chronic. Blow holes through the suckers that know who ever supposed to even take their too. Running their whole crew, make them work the stroll too. You see, you would lay with her, I just play with her. Give me an hour, homie, you can spend the day with her. You take a shop and spend your money just to stay with her. She on the knees, homie, I ain't about to pray with her.
My car is, my house is, everything that comes out my mouth is. We G-O-U-G-I-E. We G-O-U-G-I-E. And my charm is, my chain is, necklace, my watch and my rings is. We G-O-U-G-I-E. We G-O-U-G-I-E.
Oh, sure.
1 million, 2 million,
Yeah,
3 million, 4 million,
it's a lot of money.
5 million, 6
I got it.
You can see me in the hoop, the beamer, either riding in the road. With diamonds just shining off of clothes. Like grinding, know we balancing the mold.
Yeah.
Fly hole, it's all about the dough. You know. We getting paper.
Oh, you're right.
We getting paper. We getting paper. We getting paper. We getting paper.
I think they're getting paper. Are they getting paper? I think that's what they're doing. Rappers love their money.
Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back.
70 downloads. 70 downloads. 70 downloads. 70 downloads. This following segment has been brought to you by the best pre and post workout in all of the world. Fortify.com. Fortifeye.com. Brought to you by my good friend, Dr. Michael Lang of the nationally syndicated Ask the Doctor radio show that I used to produce. What show haven't I worked on? Here's the deal. He will be coming on the show very soon. But go to Fortify.com, Fortifeye.com, and at checkout, use keyword Ryan20 to save 20%. Trust me, I'm a man of my words when I tell you they're the best around. All right. We're going to come back on Hoppe Hour and keep this party going right after this.
Now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, it's MJ from the MJ Morning Show
Hi,
on
MJ.
205, 104.7 FM Tampa Bay.
See you next week.
And you're listening to the Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Did you know most morning radio is scripted? Well, Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe is not.
They don't like that.
Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. Join us for the laughter, music and good vibes. Ryan's got the answers to brighten up your ride. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. News and jokes together, make your mornings bright. Live with Ryan Hoppe. We're setting things just right. Hoppe Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear.
856-49 Hoppe. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. And follow me on TikTok at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Back to the news, only on Hoppe Hour.
Who? Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Wrong button.
Cher is revealing the moment she found out her real name.
Yeah, this story's very bizarre.
In her new book titled Cher the Memoir, Part 1, released November 19th, the goddess of pop shares the moment she made the shocking discovery that she didn't know her own name. Writing in the book, I believed Cheryl Lynn was my name until the day years later when I decided to legally change my name to simply Cher. The singer recalls the moment in
It's kind of like when famous people change their name to their stage name, like Bubba the Love Sponge.
1979 when she applied for a copy of her birth certificate, only to find out that her legal name was actually Cheryl. Cher details
She does look like a Cheryl. That had to be weird as hell.
Confronting her mother about the stunning revelation, only for her to shrug her shoulders, saying, I was only a teenager and I was in a lot of pain. Give me a break. Georgia Holt gave birth to Cher when she was just 19 years old.
She was really... Never mind.
With the Grammy winner detailing in the memoir, my mother was exhausted by the time I arrived at around 7:30 a.m. on Monday, May 20th. And when a nurse came by asking Georgia what she wanted to name her newborn, Cher explains, my mother had no idea, but the woman insisted, so she replied, well, Lana Turner's my favorite actress and her little girl's called Cheryl.
It's always weird when people name their kids after like famous people. Like, why would you do that?
My mother's name is Linda, so how about Cheryl Lynn?
I have such a crush on Cher, though. I love my older women.
Mistake. There's no mistaking Cher today. The Oscar winner has been known by her famous mononym for over 4 decades, deciding in 1979 to shorten Cheryl to Cher and dropping her 4 last names. The first being her biological father's last name, Sarkisian.
Oh, she's got daddy issues then. Whenever a woman changes the last name of their father, that means they don't like them.
LaPierre, the name she assumed when her stepfather, Gilbert Hartman LaPierre, adopted her in 1961. And the last names of her 2 ex-husbands, Sonny Bono and Greg Allman.
If she was a Gen Z girl, she would be trashing them all the time.
Back in 2016, Cher revealed in an interview with CNBC the true motivation behind changing her name.
To my family, I've always been Cher. And then I had 2 children by 2 different fathers.
It's crazy. The song I've Got You Babe is almost 60 years old.
So I took both last names, and then I thought, I don't like either one of these. So I went to court, and I just said I want to change my name to Cher, and the judge said, well, could you be recognized by the majority of people by Cher? It says Cher on my passport.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder what she's really like. I wonder what this next woman is really like.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
She's like the Ozempic OG.
Adele is sharing an emotional message as she ends her Las Vegas residency.
She probably cannot wait to get the hell out of the city of sin or whatever it is.
During her final performance, the 16-time Grammy winner officially says goodbye to her fans after a 2-year run at Caesar's Palace and makes sure to send a special tribute to her family and friends as she takes her final bow.
Oh, how inspirational.
Adele begins by thanking her 14-year-old son Angelo for being, quote, patient as she began her concert series.
That's cool she gave her kid a shout out.
Saying, to my son, I chose to do a residency so I could keep his life normal. And I did do that, but I also wouldn't change it for the world.
Is she going to thank Rich Paul for the penis he provides?
But I get to be with him on the weekends now because obviously he can't always come. So I love you to bits. Thank you for being patient for me. The singer then goes on to share a sweet message to her, quote, partner, Rich Paul. Who she's been officially dating since the summer of 2021.
I wonder how often he cheats on her. And everybody gets always uncomfortable when I bring up infidelity on this show. But he hangs out with NBA players. And she's at a residency in Vegas. You don't think he's sleeping around?
Adding, thank you for always picking me up and making me feel like I could do whatever I wanted to do.
Oh, you go,
There's
girl.
been times when I'm too tired or I'm too emotionally drained. So I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
The 36-year-old then opens up about the, quote, closure she felt when legendary performer Celine Dion came to her October 26th show.
That had to be cool as hell to see Celine Dion in the audience.
Saying, I cried for a whole week. A whole week.
That's a lot of crying. I bet she's on a period.
It was just such a full circle moment for me because that's the only reason I ever wanted to be in here.
I have had those moments, so to be sincere, where like you have a full circle moment where you interview someone who's the reason you're in radio, or you work on a show. It's very inspirational, but also you don't always want to meet your heroes. So hopefully Celine Dion was good to Adele.
Finally, Adele addresses her fans, explaining that she will, quote, miss you terribly as she goes on her hiatus from performing.
Yeah, she definitely wants to be a mom.
Adding, I will miss you terribly. I don't know when I'm going to perform again. Of course, I'll be back. The only thing that I'm good at is singing and things like that.
At least she's self-aware.
I just don't know when I want to next come on stage.
All right. So that's what's going on with Adele. This next headline is very strange.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Brad Pitt shocks fans as he faints at the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Being a deadbeat dad so hard.
The 60-year-old leaves on...
He's 60? That's giving me the biggest existential crisis. Brad Pitt is 60.
Brad Pitt shocks fans as he faints at the Las Vegas Grand Prix. The 60-year-old leaves onlookers stunned as he
In 2045, he will be 80.
seemingly faints and collapses on the track at the Formula One Las Vegas Grand Prix November 23rd. Brad is seen wearing full driving gear as he walks away from a crash on the course, wobbling on his feet before falling to the ground as an ambulance approaches. However, concerned fans can relax as it turns out Brad is just fine, and the scary moment is actually a scene for his new film F1, set to release next summer. In fact, this is just the latest stunt the Oscar winner has filmed for the sports flick at various racing events around the globe. In the upcoming film, Brad plays a Formula One driver named Sonny Hayes, who's forced into retirement after suffering a horrible crash. However, his character is then asked to come out of retirement to mentor a new driver named Joshua Pierce, played by Damson Idris.
It says in the comment section, because he's filming a movie and it's a part of the scene. I guess that makes sense.
On the Apex Grand Prix team. And to build hype for the film, the fictional racing team has been documenting Brad's racing journey on social media, including releasing a statement on their Instagram following his crash in Vegas, saying, during qualifying, Sonny sustained a significant impact requiring immediate medical evaluation. Incidents of this magnitude are always taken seriously, and Sonny's health remains our top priority.
All right, I'm getting sick of that AI voice, and I'm also getting bored. Now, that's saying if I'm bored, you're bored. So all this here, Matt Gaetz, I've got time. Who wants a video? He will be on Cameo, and if you are paying for Matt Gaetz to make you a video on Cameo, I think you should probably not have custody of your kids. or your hard drive should be checked. Cardi B vows to break kids' iPads ahead of teachers' meeting. I am not playing. Cardi B has threatened drastic action in order to secure good behavior from her kids at school, being that all they care about is their iPads. That's the problem with this new generation. And the fact that she has like 90 kids. The rapper posted on her Instagram story Thursday where she revealed she had a couple parent-teacher conferences coming up and noted how she planned to keep her kids with her ex Offset, including daughter Culture and son Wave. She warned in the video, I better hear some good S or else iPads will be broken. iPhones will be thrown in the garbage. TVs will be disconnected. Cable will be turned off. I am not playing. I am that type of mom. Oh. I bet she's really generous and like a really good mom, but she also seems kind of crazy. Also here, Bill Maher. Don't let politics F up Christmas. I got this interesting clip here. Bill Maher is saying that politics should not ruin Christmas. But honestly, politics is already ruining everything. One of my friends who is in a 5-year relationship, and I thought they were going to get married, she dumped him because he voted for Trump. We have absolutely, positively lost our mind, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And I'm not trying to throw shade, but Gen Z and millennials have no grasp of real life. This video is 8 minutes, and I can only take so long as Bill Maher. So let's see what he says. I'll have that saying if I'm bored, you're bored.
Finally, new rule, can we please not let politics fuck up the holidays?
Yeah.
Anybody with me on this?
Oh, yeah, we are, Bill.
I mean, half the country is moping, half can't stop gloating. Enough! It's fucking Christmas and you will act like it.
Hell yeah. All right.
'Tis the season and all that. I don't want to read any more articles like the one about the Trump-loving county sheriff in Ohio who posted on Facebook before the election, if you support the Democratic Party, I will not help you.
Mutant. And those are the people that have power. I know good.
Well, thank you for your service, worst responder.
They show us pictures of fat pig. So there's that. Bill Maher is doing his 8-minute thing. All right. Let me see. Dana Carvey did his stupid Elon Musk impersonation, which pretty much was just him doing the movie Master of Disguise. Every Dan Carvey character, it always sounds the same. And him and David Spade on their podcast, Superfly. I bet they have 70 downloads. They talk about how it was very hard for Dana Carvey to do the impersonation of Elon Musk, a.k.a. it wasn't funny. Nobody laughed. Nobody cared unless you're super liberal. People that are super liberal just fake laugh at SNL because they like that it's making fun of Republicans. And as this clip loads, leave me a voicemail, 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. Here is Dana Carvey and David Spade.
I'm drying my hair. Guess what comes out? Warm, hot air.
He's annoying, man.
And then flames.
No.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I had to throw it down.
He's not funny.
Coil related?
Yeah, coil related. It shorted or something. Flames came out. And I thought, I don't want a fucking blowtorch. I want a hair dryer with cool, warm air.
He's swearing for no reason either. There was no reason to say fuck when you're saying blowtorch.
And yet I had a blowtorch for a minute. Lauren walked in. It was the same shower. You ready for this, Scath? He got singed. It's a long story. There was a police
And then
report.
Elon
Not that interesting, bud.
Musk, you pull back. He's sitting there going, this is a good idea. I'll make a flamethrower.
Hey, Ryan, I got my hat. I'm Doc Mega.
Doc Mega.
This podcast. At least they have good microphones.
Doc Mega. I can't do Elon Musk very well, but
You can't do anything really well. You're not a good podcast host. And people might go, oh, you're jealous of how many downloads they have. No, it's just not funny. There's no direction. 70 downloads. I don't know what the hell he's saying.
can do something that sounds not like anything. He has an incredible accent.
Where is his
accent-
accent from?
South Africa via Canada.
Oh,
via
South Africa.
Pennsylvania.
All right. That is a podcast. Sometimes I am very grateful for podcasting because it gives me a platform, even though I'm on the radio. But what I'm saying is Howard Stern lately has been complaining about how, like, everybody, I don't know. I'm looking at something about how everybody has a voice now. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? I'm looking at TMZ Sports right now, and I see this headline, and it is very funny. Cracks me up right here. So it says here, final score catastrophe. Your font is awful. So, of course, it was Philadelphia losing 125-99 because all they do is lose. But the font, they spelled it as A-N-A-L, anal. And that is the most TMZ thing I've ever seen. Also here, I got this clip here. I'm just doing fast round of TMZ stuff. Brett Favre says he thinks Aaron Rodgers still has it, which is the stupidest thing ever. That is definitely his CTE talking. Because there is no world where that is interesting or that is accurate. We see here as this clip loads, 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. And follow me on TikTok as this clip loads at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
You normally don't talk about teams that are 3-8 unless they're in New York and unless they have Aaron Rodgers under center. Your take on that? It looked like they were set up to have a good season. GM out, coach out, Aaron's future up in the air. What's going on with Gangrene?
I have to admit, I'm as shocked as anyone because
I'm not. They're the Jets.
Singing the praises of the team. And, of course, Aaron. You know,
he just wants to be back in the good graces of Jets fans because 16 years ago, it didn't work out.
At times, we've seen old Aaron. I honestly, I don't know how he feels physically. I don't know if that's an issue. But just something's missing. You know, their defense is good. You can't complain as far as the talent, the pool that they brought in. They brought in Devontae, Alan Lazard. You know, I think their running back is very good. I think they're very talented on offense. Something's not right. And I'm not there, you know, day to day and know the ins and
We know that. What about that money you stole from welfare?
outs of the team, but just something's missing. And yeah, I mean, they're not out of it yet. So
they're very much out of it. The Dolphins aren't out of it. The 49ers are not out of it, even though they lost. The Jets are out of it. And that is when I'm not going to play that anymore. He's just trying to kiss the ass of Aaron Rodgers because of everything that happened 16 years ago. Whatever. All right, let's take a break. Yeah. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hardworking average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening, that's all that matters. I really appreciate each and every one of you that check out my show. It means a lot. When I wake up in the morning, I go, I'm here to entertain you. And I hope you feel the same way. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour. After this, hang on.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Now she'll go her way, and I'll go mine. Tomorrow we'll start the same thing, the same job. One more time. Let's go.
You say you got a man, but what that got to do with me? As long as you straight up with me, I don't give a damn who you see. But when I'm back in town, just spend some time with me whenever your man is not around. Let me be the one that'll hold you down whenever your man is not around. Let me be the one that'll hold you down, hold you down. I'll be the one that'll turn your frowns around. Cause you can be yourself with me, no need for frontin' and sucking in your stomach. No need for sucking your stomach, knowing damn well you can't breathe. Loosen up just a little bit, I'm the one you need to chill with. When you need you some of that real, ooh, wait till you see mine. Later we'll talk about it. After the first time, you might not wanna be without it. It's a reason you cheating on it. Compare him to me, I doubt it. I'm done blazes, we can go somewhere private and see about it. Even though that you know it's wrong, you know that the spill is strong. On the low we can get this on, if you be my Mrs. Jones. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get the song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know that we got a thing going on. Let's keep this on the low. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get the song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know that we got a thing going on. Let's keep this on the low. I can tell you what you missing. You miss them hugs and kisses. You miss excitement at night, and you miss excitement at night. And girl, you don't feel the same. And he's steady tripping, ain't he? Tripping, ain't he? Tripping, ain't he? And I'm gon' simply change it. See, I can taste your cherry pie before I slide inside. See, I miss Jones them cause they lonely and they decent times. I read between them lines. I see that you be crying cause he ain't even trying, so I'm the one to ease your mind. Girl, you ain't fooling me. Your man ain't who he used to be. And plus, girl, he ain't cool as me. Filthy rich as you can treat. You just like the Queen of England. So when you're ready for some freaking, you ain't gotta leave him. You can be my Mrs. Jones. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get the song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know that we got a thing going on. Let's keep this on the low. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get the song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know that we got a thing going on. Let's keep it
Let's
on the low.
get busy, baby, take it off. Make it wiggle when you walk. Neighbors gonna call the law, cause I'm about to break you off. Got kids, lock them out. Send them off with your spouse. Make it rock when it's soft. Wanna see you quite a while. Me and you, let's have a ball. Make it hot like Arkansas. Snatch the phone out the wall. Let me see that monkey paw. Tip it low, ride it slow. On the bed, on the floor. Up and down, there we go. Round and round, yeah, you know. Breathing like some animal. Find the camera, strike a pose. Girl, let's take a lot of those. When we done, take some more. I know you tired of creeping, but now you know you cheating. But you with me because you like the way that yeah is eating. You know it feels good, but we both know it's wrong. This what it is, girl. To my Mrs. Jones.
Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get the song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know that we got a thing going on. Let's keep this on the low. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get the song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know.
Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back.
70 downloads. 70 downloads. 70 downloads. This following segment has been brought to you by the best MMA trainer in all of the Bay Area, Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com, 2700 22nd Street North, and that is in St. Petersburg. We're going to come back on Happy Hour, and we're going to keep this party going. But first, let's hear from my good friend, Hammer and Hank.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Hello again. It's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right, it's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activities. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an honored personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact your local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org.
Completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Is afraid to say what everyone else is afraid to say, Ryan Hoppe will say for you. Welcome back to Happy Hour.
This is Eric Zane. You're listening to Happy Hour with this fucking giraffe. Hey, you're listening to Happy Hour.
Hello, human beings from planet Earth. This is Jeff Zito from 98.7 The Shark, and you are listening to a real phenomenon. It's Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Tune in for the thrill, top of the power. It's the Ryan Hoppe with the hour. Celebrity tales and wild confessions. Got your mind in obsessions, no need for lessons. Sex tales full like champagne showers. Rocking the mic with relentless power. 2,000 champs fill the airwaves. Turn it up loud, let's misbehave. It's the Hoppe Hour.
That's me.
Night. Gossip tales that cut like a knife. Get down, folks, we're hitting high gear. Ryan's got the buzz, so lend an ear.
856-49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773.
Carpet tripping.
You can tweet at me.
Spotlights beam while you
at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. And follow me on TikTok at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Let's get right back into it on Happy Hour.
Explosive news like dynamite scatter.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
This next headline right here is very interesting.
I have wanted this my whole life.
Yeah, this
so
has been
I'm
a
going to have
manifestation.
boobies that don't look at the floor.
Oh, wow.
Meghan Trainor is ready to go under the knife. The Grammy winner shares that she's getting a boob job on the November 20th episode of her podcast, Working on It.
Plastic surgery, I usually judge a woman that gets it. But a boob job? You'll never hear me judge that. The bigger, the better. Although when they're on top and they don't move, it's kind of weird.
Revealing that now she's done breastfeeding her and husband Daryl Sabara's 2 sons, as well as having lost some weight, she's ready to make a change.
Oh, really?
I'm getting a boob job.
Oh, yay, congratulations.
Yay! Because my mommy boobies were full of milk and now they're empty.
Yeah.
And
Now they're dripping to the ground.
then full of milk and now they're empty. They got big, they got small. They got big, they got small. I've lost some weight and I have sags on just like saggy sags as boobs.
Yeah. Although it's easier to put in your mouth.
The 30-year-old goes on to explain how preparing for her upcoming tour has also influenced her decision to get a boob job.
And what's really difficult is trying on all these amazing outfits for tour and for shows coming up, I have to wear like the most supportive bras and it could ruin the outfit. And
That's a very good point.
I can't be comfortable.
However, Megan, who's mom to son's 3-year-old Riley and 1-year-old Barry,
I can't believe she's a mom. I forgot.
reveals that this procedure has actually been a long time coming, which her brother and co-host Ryan Trainer confirms.
I've always joked and said for years, like, I can't wait till I can get a boob job.
Yeah, you've said this since you were like 16 years old.
Yeah, dude.
So this is not a new thing, guys.
No.
This one's
It
been
might be
set
new
in the,
for all of our listeners,
Right.
but
And while the All About That bass singer, who's been a long-time advocate for body positivity, says she loves her body,
I love my body too, even with the little tummy I have.
Megan does admit that this surgery will definitely boost her confidence.
That's good.
I have wanted this my whole life.
Yeah, this
so
has been a
I'm going to have
manifestation.
boobies that don't look at the floor.
All right. Breaking news that you can hear from Hoppe Hour.
Lyle Menendez and his wife Rebecca Sneed have called it quits.
I don't even know why she was still with him.
On November 22nd, Rebecca shares in a post on Facebook that she and the 56-year-old, who has been serving a life sentence alongside his brother Eric Menendez for the 1989 murders of their parents, are separating after 21 years of marriage.
You are a weirdo if you marry somebody like that. You're not a woman I want to date. And I try not to judge that, but the women that really get into like murder stuff, you are psychotic. You're not a good vibe. You're not fun at parties. The contrarianness in women where they're like, but what if they didn't do it? It's like, no, they did it.
With the information verified by the brother's attorney per NBC News. Rebecca writes in the post, Lyle and I have been separated for a while now, but remain best friends and family. I continue to run his Facebook pages with input from him, and I am forever committed to the enduring fight for Lyle and Eric's freedom, as has been so evident over the years. She continues, I'll continue to update you all on the progress of the case because I believe we all have the common goal of seeing the guys walk free. I will never stop fighting for them. Rebecca's post also confirms, quote, this is not a cheating scandal.
If you're having to say that, it's a cheating scandal. What do you think? She hasn't slept with someone since 2003?
Separation news comes just weeks after Lyle released a personal statement as part of an amended resentencing request where he referenced his and Rebecca's marriage without mentioning a separation, per documents obtained by NBC News. As he wrote in the November 7th document, this coming November will be my 20th wedding anniversary. Learning to be a husband and a partner from inside a prison has been challenging. It also has changed my life in so many positive ways. He continued, her unwavering support and belief in me is something I am most grateful for and has played no small part in my journey to be a better person.
You can be better than you were before, but you'll never be a good person.
The Menendez brothers' legal journey in battle has long been the subject of public fascination, made increasingly so in recent months by the release of Ryan Murphy's Monsters.
I do not get the whole like interested in murder thing. I think it's because I'm deathly afraid of dying. I am afraid of it. And I'm just like, no, I'm good. I'll watch Adult Swim before I go to bed. Last night I was watching Rick and Morty.
The Lyle and Eric Menendez story.
All right. So there's that going on. And then there's this.
I want to give you an opinion based on us spending a lot of time in Argentina recently. I think the police investigation, the prosecutorial investigation into Liam Payne's death, they were looking for scapegoats. And the 3 people they're saying who are responsible for his death, I'm not buying it. The hotel, I believe, is responsible for his death.
Duh.
And it seems authorities are trying to cover up for this hotel. Let me explain. When Liam was put in his room by the hotel employees, there is no doubt in my mind he was going to try and escape the hotel from the balcony. Here's the evidence of that. You know that he was found in the lobby where 3 of the hotel employees grabbed him by the legs and arms, and he was being disruptive, no doubt, but he was conscious, and they carried him up to his room, And outside the room, they got in a fight. Liam did not want to go in that room. And there's a whole background, you can read this on our website, where Liam hated being stuck in a room. It was something that happened during One Direction. He just hated it. He did not want to go in there. But they threw him in, and they came out, and they were so concerned that he destroyed property, they took the mirror off the wall in the hallway next to his room. So
poor guy was an absolute mess.
Why do I say that he was going to jump off the balcony or jump somewhere to get out of the hotel? Well, for a bunch of reasons. Number one, it was very clear to the hotel employees who put him in the room that he was going to try to escape through the balcony. The reason I say that is because 5 minutes after they walked out of the room, one of the employees called 911 and said exactly that. Said, "We fear for his life. There's a balcony there." So clearly he must have said something in the room to trigger the concern of a hotel employee.
Yeah, he definitely got exploited in this fashion.
To specifically mention to the 911 dispatcher that they feared for Liam, there was a balcony in the room, and they feared for his life. Yet they left him alone in that room.
There's only so much you can do, though.
Now, we know this, that when his body was found, there was a hat nearby, and he had a kind of a backpack strapped to his shoulders. And that was clear that he wasn't wearing that when he was thrown in the room. So he was no doubt trying to leave. The other thing that I think is especially interesting that we found out, and this is according to the police report which we've obtained, 2 days after Liam died, a hotel employee went to the room directly below him on the second floor and found on the balcony a leather bag with a note inside that said "For Liam," and also had pills and a whiskey bottle. So what it seems happened here is that Liam took that leather bag, dropped it down to the second floor balcony, and it seems that what he was going to try to do was scale down to the second floor, and then it was kind of a short drop from the
This is just all very sad.
second floor to the ground, and he was probably going to jump.
All right. Making me absolutely sad. And then there is this.
Happy Hot Topic!
Zayn Malik is paying tribute to his late band member, Liam Payne. On November 23rd, the One Direction alum returns to the stage in Leeds, England to perform the first show of his anticipated Stairway to the Sky tour. And at the end of his concert, Zayn takes a moment to honor Liam.
It's very sad to think that they'll never be able to have like a reunion tour. And I'm not even a real big One Direction fan, but this whole thing is sad.
With an on-screen message that reads, Liam Payne, 1993 to 2024.
It kind of gives me an existential crisis because I was born in 93. So when I see that, I'm like,
Love you, bro. This message comes 3 days after Zayn and the rest of the One Direction band members attended the funeral service for the 31-year-old after he tragically died from a fall off a hotel balcony in Argentina on October 16th. This reunion marked the first time the bandmates were seen together since they officially went on hiatus in 2016.
yeah, I feel like because they were built on the X Factor and they were in like a band that began from like a garage or something, I feel like it wasn't going to last forever because they probably didn't like each other.
Year after Zayn exited the group. And prior to his appearance at the funeral, Zayn made the announcement on October 19th that following, quote, the heartbreaking loss of Liam Payne, he needed to reschedule the US leg of his Stairway to the Sky tour.
Okay.
As he wrote on his Instagram stories at the time, given the heartbreaking loss experienced this week, I've made the decision to postpone the US leg of the Stairway to the Sky tour.
He seems like the one that was really close to Liam that's taking us the hardest.
The dates are being
We have heard nothing from Harry.
rescheduled for January, and I'll post them as soon as it's all set in the next few days.
So there is that. 856-49-HOPPY. And it's 856-494-6773. This headline's very interesting.
Happy Hot Topic!
Vanessa Hudgens and hubby Cole Tucker hit the town for a date night.
He has the definition of beady.
The High School Musical alum shares a rare selfie with her man on Instagram on November 24th, captioning an adorable photo of
Oh, she's so cute. Love her.
the couple's night out. Call for a good time. The actress rocking a silk red dress as she smiles big for the camera, while Cole looks dapper in a dark suit as
He just looks like a cool dude.
he flashes some peace signs. The update is a rare one from Vanessa, who welcomed a baby over the summer with Cole. Since then, the star has been pretty quiet on
Yeah, I would keep the kid private too.
social media outside of a few photo dumps, including this one from
Photo dumps are weird. It's like gross. Like it's just. I think it's because I'm not scatological. But when I think of the word dump, I think of. So whenever I hear photo dump, it's very weird.
early November, where she referenced her absence from social, writing, "Miss rarely takes pics anymore." Prior to that, she posted in October enjoying a little spooky date night with her man. Their choice to keep their personal lives private comes after Vanessa appeared to slam paparazzi in a post after welcoming her first child in July. Photos of the actress leaving the hospital with her newborn baby were
I mean, it sucks, but it comes with the territory.
posted online. The former Disney Channel star then took to Instagram with a message on July 4th, writing, "We're disappointed that our family's privacy was disrespected and exploited during this very special time due to the greed of a long lens camera feeding the media."
I mean, that sucks, but it's going to happen when you're one of the most famous millennials ever.
In addition to expressing her disappointment for the lack of privacy, the new mom also included an update on her family in the post, writing, "Despite all of that, mom, dad, and baby are happy and healthy." Vanessa made her pregnancy reveal on the 2024 Oscars red carpet, surprising fans with her adorable bump in a floor-length black gown.
Cool story. And then this is interesting.
Alex Jones is taking his fight to court today as he tries to block the satirical news outlet The Onion from buying InfoWars. The Onion acquired InfoWars in a bankruptcy auction, which Jones alleges was rigged.
It's got to be tiring being Alex Jones, where everything's a conspiracy for no reason.
CBS News correspondent Janet Shamlian is following this very closely for us and joins me now to talk about it. So, Janet, just break this down for us. This was an auction. Onion was the highest bidder. What's the premise of the lawsuit?
So Alex Jones says that it was unfairly held and that he feels like it should have been awarded to a company that represents his interests. Now, this came after he was ordered to pay more than $1.5 billion to families of the Sandy Hook families of the Sandy Hook massacre. You'll recall that he repeatedly claimed that that was a hoax, that it was staged by actors to tighten gun control laws. In effect, what happened was 20 first graders and 6 educators were killed.
Yeah, that whole conspiracy is pretty lame.
In that incident. So he wants to go back to court after this auction last month. He's asking Christopher Lopez, this federal bankruptcy judge, to take another look at it. That's going to be held here, Vlad, at 3 o'clock Eastern today in federal court in Houston.
All right, so there is that. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. Up next on Hoppe Hour.
Happy Hot Topic!
Haley J debuts her baby bump. Eminem's daughter, who announced she was expecting back in October, is giving fans a glimpse into her pregnancy as she prepares to welcome her first child. Haley shares a pic of her and husband Evan McClintock to her Instagram November 23rd, writing, "Ending wedding season with my favorite +2. The 28-year-old cradles her baby bump while wearing an off-the-shoulder black gown, slick back hairdo, and gold jewelry, with Evan wearing a black suit, white dress shirt, and red tie. The couple, who got married back in May, revealed last month that they were expecting their first child together.
That's very cool. I have that saying, if I'm bored, you're bored.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Empire. In case you ain't know. Guns! Room, nigga. What? Empire. Empire. I know y'all serious.
She looked at me like I won't run up on her.
I get you.
She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that bring this money to me. Cause every time it's a breeze, I feel it coming at me. Oh,
breathe. Is the air too thin up here? The watch too bright up here? The sun glistening off the bezel, leaving them little shadows of ice on your face like freckles. Shoot it in a button on one of my best suits, and that pound is shined up like church shoes. I gotta make my next move my best move, even if that move don't involve you. Cause there's a lot of that would love be in your position, whether it was right for your mission. My mission is to make sure I stay in your system like heroin, so therefore it's me that you're hooked on. But sick of, don't be nodding off and getting comfy. I'll cancel your monthly. Dope boy, who want me? Let me get you high, you love this.
she looked at me like I won't run up on her. She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that bring this money to me. Cause every time it's a breeze, I feel it coming at me. Oh.
I'm an uptown boy, that girl from Brooklyn. Best eye chick, she know news in them. Cool with him, so she got the news from him. That what's happening, baby, what's happening? In the dice game, who got bank? Who's asking? 3 6s, look around, who's laughing? Point a chick out, they know who's smashing. I take fractions and spend on fashion. I'm all that, I don't call back. Or more at, afford that, I'm buying all that. 645, the coupe is all black. Tell the bartender to send more of that. Window shop, who's pop? It's simple. I window shop, I buy the window, including the bimbo. This is simple.
So what's your name?
H.O.
She looked at me like I won't run up on her. She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that bring this money to me. Cause every time it's a breeze, I feel it coming.
You know, young and I slide through. New coupe, sky blue, big wheels, interior color, diamond. And I'm used to life in the fast lane. Ask about me, I do the damn thing. You know money's not an option, really. My neck's retarded, my wrist so silly. And mommy got a face like Christina Millie. Body like Miss Kim Kardashian. I'm flashy at cars, I move like a boss. Empire the gang, man, I'm that ball. Mr. Montana, drop head phantom. Might jump out the 6 deuce long for the cameras. I balled in the Hamptons, crib out in LA. G for the New York, then the MIA. So little mama was hood, and with a G you good, you know.
She looked at me like I won't run up on her. She licked her lips like she could take a mean one. Must be the air that I breathe that bring this money to me. Cause every time it's a breeze, I feel it coming at me. Oh.
Oh, yeah. You should do a shot every time I say and you'll be drunk. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me. RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. Alrighty.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Let me turn that up one more time.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
This following segment has been brought to you by the best barber in all of the Bay Area, that being Rich Keeley, Master Barbershop. at richkatebarber.com. 4545 West Kennedy Boulevard. That is in Tampa Bay. Tampa, rather. If you sign up for a haircut at richkatebarber.com and you tell him I sent you, he'll hook you up and you'll save $10.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
I have a new liner to premiere here on Hoppe Hour. My good friend, Brother Weeze from the Brother Weeze Show in Rochester, New York. Here is the latest liner. We are so excited.
Hey kids, it's Brother Weeze, and you are listening to the Hoppe Hour with my main man, Ryan Hoppe.
That is me.
If a Chicago accent and Florida man went on a wild weekend and ended up with a kid, it would be Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
This is theme to Hoppe Hour.
Oh, it is.
Time to laugh with Ryan's power.
Got it.
Fun and silly jokes. The hour loves its folks. Hoppe Hour.
Okay.
Hoppe Hour.
That's me.
With Ryan Hoppe. Yeah, he's the topper. Grab your drinks and join the crew. Crazy stories just for you. Ryan's here to make you grin. Let the Hoppe fun begin.
Oh, sure.
Hoppe Hour.
856 49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hot Topic.
Oh, we have so much to get into right here.
Let's go, girls.
Jason Kelce and Kylie Kelce are adding another player to their team.
This will either make or break the marriage. They're already having dry spell issues. I'm very curious to see how this goes.
The Monday Night Football analyst and former field hockey player, who already shares 5-year-old daughter Wyatt, 3-year-old daughter Elliot, and 12-month-old Bennett, are expecting their fourth baby together. Kylie shares the exciting news with an adorable photo on Instagram November 22nd.
The one in the front's crying.
With all three of the couple's kids posed together while wearing pink sweaters that read Big Sister. And while Elliot has a big grin on her face, her two sisters are much less amused by their new titles.
Yeah, they feel replaced.
With Wyatt holding her face in fear and Bennett absolutely sobbing. Kylie captions the post, "I feel like we captured a very accurate representation of how each of the girls feel about getting another sister." Adding, "At least Ellie, mom and dad are on the same page."
The thing is, I remember one time I was on an airplane and like 10 years ago, I was like 21, 22 flying to Chicago. And there was this guy that had 2 kids, or he had 3 daughters. And they were all sitting in this one row in front of us. And then it was me and him in the back or something. He was sitting next to me and he was super cool. And I said to him, "What's it like being a parent?" And he said, "The difference between having 2 to 3 kids is worse than having 1 to 2 kids. So I can only imagine 3 to 4 kids."
Following Kylie's pregnancy news, friends and family share their excitement with the couple who tied the knot in 2018. Brittany Mahomes, whose husband Patrick Mahomes plays alongside Jason's.
We know. Okay. So there's that. And then here's other reaction from Taylor Swift and Donna Kelce.
Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic.
Taylor Swift and Donna Kelce are sharing their reaction to Kylie Kelce's pregnancy news. After the NFL wife shared the exciting announcement that she is expecting her fourth daughter with husband Jason Kelce, many friends and family are reacting to the news on Instagram, including the mega pop star and Kylie's mother-in-law, Donna Kelce. Donna replies in the comment section a set of emojis and writes, "Love it," while Taylor,
yeah, she gets to be a grandma again,
gives the post a heart. But
that's very brave of her to give it a heart.
They aren't the only ones to share their excitement. Brittany Mahomes, whose husband Patrick Mahomes plays alongside Jason's brother Travis Kelce on the Kansas City.
All right, we know all this. So there's that. Jason Kelce's going to have another kid, and he's going to be doing a late-night talk show. Supposedly, they're going to have 5 episodes in January on ESPN. So he's going to be very busy. This will either be where he becomes the next big thing, or he burns out. 856-49-HOPPY.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
We gon' run, we gon' run, we gon'.
Are we feeling confident going into today's hearing?
With the support of his children inside court, Diddy entered and blew kisses with both hands toward his family and seemed calm and composed.
I don't know why we don't get camera footage of the rich and elite's court cases. Ghislaine Maxwell, I love saying that name wrong. Epstein, Trump. None of it. Diddy, it's very disturbing. I don't like it. I just felt like pressing that sound effect.
The judge's ruling on bail will be entered next week.
Don't let none stop you.
At the center of today's argument for bail, Diddy's team claims prosecutors presented an edited version of this assault video against then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura.
Imagine how much of a loser you are that the video of him beating the crap out of a woman, you're like, oh, it's edited.
Presented an edited version of this assault video against then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura to convince a judge he should remain behind bars.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
Yeah, so the indictment against Diddy is based on sex trafficking, things like that. You know, what happened in the video is pure assault. However, it does help to show a course of conduct performed by Diddy, which supports what the government is saying, that he had this pattern to scare people and witnesses.
Yeah, he's a scary guy.
Diddy's team also wants the entire case to be dismissed after prison officials confiscated handwritten notes of his legal strategy during.
I love how he doesn't like the taste of his own medicine. He does scummy things to people, but then when they do it to him, I'm a victim. Shut up, bitch.
A raid on his cell last month. One of the notes reportedly asked family members to dig up dirt on alleged victims.
I don't think it rises to the level of a dismissal, but if the notes constitute attorney-client privilege, then no matter what they say necessarily, they can't be used.
Meanwhile,
yeah, these prosecutors and the people that are trying to bring him down, they need to go by the book. Because if they don't go by the book, he's going to be set free, ya morons.
Prosecutors accused Diddy of engaging in witness tampering.
Well, yeah, he did that in his whole video of, oh, look at me on the speakerphone for my birthday being human.
And using his children in a social media campaign to sway potential jurors from behind bars.
Thank you, baby. I love you.
There was
I love you, baby, even though I rape everybody.
a social media video where his family was singing happy birthday to him. And the government's arguing, hey, this can unfairly taint the jury pool. That's
all right, whatever. 856-49-HOPPY. Speaking of alleged pedophiles.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Ellen DeGeneres sports a new look amid her move across the pond. The comedian is ditching her.
She claims she's moving because of Trump, but I think she's hiding from the Diddy case because she was Diddy's close friend.
Amid her move across the pond. The comedian is ditching her blonde and is spotted rocking a darker hair color.
And she's trying to be anonymous too. This is very sketchy. The whole thing is sketchy. Oh, she's just moving randomly. She was here during the first Trump administration. Come on now.
In a social media video posted by singer Natalie Imbruglia.
Watch for her hard drive. Anybody that hangs out with Ellen needs to be looked into. She's a creep.
The stand-up star can be seen enjoying some live music next to wife Portia de Rossi at a pub in England, where she and Portia recently relocated. And it appears she switched up her look in addition to her location. Multiple outlets previously reported that the comedian and her wife moved to rural England after the election of Donald Trump, though had put the wheels in motion prior to Election Day. E! News has reached out to reps for Ellen and Portia for
and has not heard back.
Comment and has not yet heard back.
They never hear back. Every time. I think it's time the Department of Looking Into Things on E! News should get some lessons from TMZ. They never hear back.
The couple are said to be getting ready to put their primary residence on the market. The home is in Montecito, California, and the two purchased the estate back in 2019.
All right.
Ellen previously opened up about being kicked out of Hollywood during a recent Netflix special, referencing the toxic workplace allegations that dogged her daytime talk show before her exit from TV.
Be Kind Girl Wasn't Kind. That was the headline. Here's the problem. I'm a comedian who got a talk show, and I ended the show every day by saying, be kind to one another. Had I ended my show by saying, go f*** yourselves.
All right. She is the worst. Then there's this.
Hailey Bieber defending her man with choice words. The model calling out Billboard for how they ranked her hubby Justin on their latest list.
It means something to me.
The music publication has been slowly dropping the artists they've ranked as the greatest pop stars of the 21st century. Justin's spot? Number 8, putting him behind Kanye West, Britney Spears, Lady Gaga, Drake, and Rihanna. Hailey caught wind of her husband's spot and didn't hold back how she really feels. In a now deleted comment writing, Billboard is a joke as per usual.
I'm glad she's defending her man.
Signed off with a kiss emoji.
Whether it's interviews or, carpets or whatever it may be, if your core foundation isn't supporting you, then you're just not gonna be balanced.
But something tells us a ranking isn't gonna hurt their love bubble, especially following the birth of their baby boy Jack.
So there's that. 856-49-HOPPY. My good friend Zach Sang, who I haven't talked to in forever, interviewed Paris Hilton.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
What's your deal? You're aging backwards, yeah?
Yeah.
It's working.
Thank you. It's Benjamin Button.
It's really impressive.
Paris Hilton is sharing the secret to her looks. During an appearance on the Zach Sang Show, the 43-year-old opens up about her skincare routine for maintaining her youthful glow, and it does not include any cosmetic procedures.
What's your deal? You're aging backwards, yeah?
Yeah.
You're working on it?
Yeah.
It's working.
Thank you. It's Benjamin Button.
It's really impressive.
Thank you.
Science is crazy.
I feel really proud that I'm all natural. I've stayed out of the sun. I've never done any Botox, injectables, no surgery, nothing.
And Paris, who shares children Phoenix and London with husband Carter Ream, credits her mom, Kathy Hilton, with giving her helpful tips at a young age.
My mom told me when I was 8 years old, Paris, stay out of the sun. And then she taught me this amazing 10-step skincare routine. So I've literally been doing that since I'm 8. And I've also built a spa in my house called the Living Spa.
She looks awesome. She's really grown up.
And it has the most epic
She's even gotten better at talking.
LED lights, hydrofacial machines, hyperbaric chamber, cryotherapy. It's basically a real spa.
That's awesome. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. I'm getting a little tired, but we're going to keep going.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Sam Asghari is detailing his new chapter in life following his divorce from Britney Spears. While attending the inaugural AmFAR Las Vegas benefit event for AIDS research November 22nd, the 30-year-old reflects on his split from the pop star and where he goes from here.
Yeah, I bet his life is less chaotic.
Telling people, it's the bed that you make yourself and you gotta learn to lay in it, so it's part of the lifestyle. Sam, who filed for divorce from Britney last summer.
Yeah, he's the one that dumped her.
Citing irreconcilable differences, goes on to add how he's learned
Yeah, she definitely cheated on him.
to handle the scrutiny surrounding his highly publicized split. Explaining, you just gotta keep it positive. You gotta stay grounded and understand what the truth is, and really just live with that, rather than other people's opinions or anything like that. Sam first met Britney in 2016 on the set for her music video Slumber Party. The pair went on to date for several years before getting engaged in September 2021.
Yeah, that whole Free Britney movement. I mean, I'm a lot older, so I'm less angry about it, but that was just a bunch of cloud chasers that were looking for attention.
And later tying the knot in June 2022 in a lavish ceremony at Britney's Thousand Oaks home.
What a waste of time that was.
However, the pair went their separate ways just a year later.
All right, so we know that. 856-49-HOPPY. This headline here is very Ozempic-y.
Happy Hot Topic!
Bonnie Chapman is opening up about her weight loss journey. During an exclusive interview with E! News, the daughter of Dog the Bounty Hunter gets candid about struggling with her weight for most of her adult life and shares what ultimately helped her lose 60 pounds, saying, "I've been trying to lose weight since I was probably 18 years old, and it was just very frustrating to constantly be trying, constantly be putting in the work. I've been on diets all my life, and I needed something that would show me results."
Ozempic.
The 25-year-old goes on to share that she started using the injectable weight management medication tirzepatide.
I don't know. I try to not be a jerk about this because I know that people don't want to be overweight. I get it. But it's it looks so unnatural. Plus, a lot of times I like when a girl's thick. There's more to spank. But it's just everybody looks so skinny. It looks so unhealthy that I'm kind of beefy because I lift and I swim, but I also eat a lot. And it's I don't even want to do it. I've been offered to take that stuff. I'm I'm good.
After feeling, quote, nauseous when eating on Ozempic. Quote, "I feel like once I talked to my provider and I felt like my concerns were actually being addressed and I was getting scientific information back, that made me more at ease."
That's good.
And Bonnie has previously shared insight into her weight loss journey with tirzepatide as she posted this video in November explaining shortly after starting the medication, she was already down, quote, 10 pounds.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even want to talk about this. It's stupid. You don't always look better when you're skinny.
Happy Hot Topic!
Do you feel vindicated now?
Yes, I do.
Irish mixed martial artist Conor McGregor has been ordered to pay over $250,000 in damages.
Him being a rapist? No way!
After a woman won a civil court case filed against him, accusing him of sexual assault. A High Court of Dublin jury ruled in favor of Nikita Hand, a woman who said the mixed martial artist had, quote, brutally raped and battered her during a 2018 encounter.
I know this is going to sound very cliche, but I don't even get rapists. I love consensual sex. If that's what you're about, you're a loser.
After the November 22nd decision was made, Nikita told reporters outside the courtroom,
To all the victims of sexual assault, I hope my story is a reminder that no matter how afraid you might be, speak up, you have a voice, and keep on fighting for justice.
Hell yeah, girl.
I know this has impacted not only my life, my daughters, my family and friends tremendously, and it's something that I'll never forget for the rest of my life.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
But now that justice has been served, I can now try and move on and look forward to the future with my family and friends and daughter.
Nikita, what have the last 2 weeks been like?
A nightmare.
What is it like finally to be believed?
I have no words, it's unbelievable. I'm thanked so much.
Do you feel vindicated now?
Yes, I do.
Per the Associated Press, McGregor testified that he had never forced Hand to do anything against her will, and during the 2018 situation in question, which took place in the penthouse of a Dublin hotel, he and Hand had, quote, consensual sex. In a statement to TMZ after the verdict, the UFC fighter says the judge's instruction and the modest award given was for assault. There was not an award for aggravated or exemplary damages.
All right. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. The show is definitely going to go into 2 hours. So here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're going to take a quick break and then talk about the NBA when we come back. I cannot believe it's been an hour and 50 minutes. But this show is for the hardworking average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening, that's all that matters. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Addictive, Street Sweepers Entertainment / Flip Mode. Yours truly, Pat Poos Pat. Poos, let's go.
All your sweet talk, it don't mean a thing. Let me break it down for you, make it simple and clean. I got a question, not gonna ask twice. Were you chilling with a girl on Saturday night? You tried to play me, acting like a fool. Saw you kissing up another girl, breaking the rules. Have your fun in the game, but when you get home, lady, you'll be packing your things. Cause you thought you had the best of me. I know, but you just didn't see. Should've thought before you messed around. That's gonna look at you were everything, everything to me. But sorry, babe, everything will be alright. You don't mean a thing, not a thing to me. Thought you read it, babe. You are everything, everything to me. But sorry, babe, everything will be alright. You don't mean a thing, not a thing to me. Thought you read it, babe. One thing before I let it out. Was she worth the problems that you're asking? Having now, but you can have her. Call her up on the phone, tell her that you're coming over. I don't want you to know. So just wait, get your lies out my face. Take it to your other girl, she can deal with the case. So cause you started the game. There's nothing more that you can say to get me to stay. You thought you had the best of me, but you just didn't see. Should've thought before you messed around. That's gonna work it out. You were everything, everything to me. But sorry, babe, everything will be alright. You don't mean a thing, not a thing to me. Thought you read it, baby. You were everything, everything to me. But sorry, baby.
Y'all know this is, Pat Poos Pat. I want you to have all my children. You should feel honored. We live in the days of our lives with no Oscar. Even though I'm young and restless from all the drama, relationships is something like a soap opera. Cause if your man met you and left his ex-girl, what make you think he won't leave you for the next girl? Caught your husband creeping with the girl next door. It came back like a boomerang, you vexed, girl. Equality is what keep me and my lady standing. So when I tell her she pretty, she tell me I'm handsome. If you and your man had a misunderstanding, let me bone your mind to this understanding. He's supposed to teach you to understand him. So that's not a misunderstanding, that's a misunderstanding. He treats you like trash, somebody to treat you better. Cause one man's trash is another man's treasure.
You thought you had the best of me. You had the best of me. I knew but you just didn't see. Should've thought before you messed around. I'm experts gonna rub that to me, but it's alright. You don't mean a thing, not a thing to me. Thought you ran a game. You want everything to me, but it's alright. You don't mean a thing to me. Thought you ran a game. Everything to me, but it's alright.
Hoppe Hour will be right back. Hoppe Hour will be right back.
70 downloads. Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by westchaseprinting.com. Posters, business cards, yard signs, whatever the hell you need printed up, go to westchaseprinting.com and tell them I sent you. This is also being brought to you by, what else? CounselingOnCall.net. If you need help with your mental health and you're in Maryland or Florida, where we have a lot of listens, go to CounselingOnCall.net and tell them I sent you. All right. We're going to come back on Hoppe Hour, wrap things up. But I appreciate, let me turn this off, each and every one of you that listen to this show. You know what I mean? Back in the day, we used to have this many downloads. 70 downloads. Now we have about 447,000 downloads.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
What's up? This is Chris Dam from the Two Guys Named Chris Show on Rock 92 in Winston-Salem. And you're listening to The Hoppe Show.
Hey, I'm Scott Burrell, and you're listening to Hoppe Hour with my boy Ryan Hoppe. You're shaking it up with my boy Ryan Hoppe on Hoppe Hour.
Stuck in gridlock? Let Hoppe Hour be your escape from the brake lights. Need to watch the clock? Hoppe Hour's here to make the traffic jam worth it.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. It's time to end the show with NBA Talk. 856-49 Hobby. I see this here. Hornets forward Grant Williams out for season with torn right ACL. This guy cannot catch a break. The whole league cannot catch a break. I don't know what the hell's going on. Everybody's getting hurt. Also here, I found this very interesting. Inside the NBA, with full cast is going to move to ABC and ESPN next season, which is great news because inside the NBA with Charles Barkley, Shaq, Kenny Smith, and Ernie Johnson is the absolute best. Besides when Shaq is being a douchebag. I love Shaq, but that guy is insecure. Charles Barkley rips Lakers. Handling of Bronny has been awful. Charles Barkley is making it clear he hates the way the Lakers are handling Bronny James' rookie season, calling it flat out stupid. I would agree. He went on to say, that it's been awful, and if he were in charge, he said things would have been different. He said, I don't think they're doing Bronny any favors, and they're just handling this really bad. It's a bad look for the Lakers. Like, you come off a road trip, and there's a player you ain't seen in a week or two, and then you feel like you got to play him. I feel like everything LeBron's done, but this is a bad look for him, in my opinion. It's the definition of nepotism. All right. And then there is this sad news right here on Hoppe Hour with NBA News.
Why do millions of NBA fans revere Hubie Brown? Because his impact on the game is nothing short of legendary. Hubie Brown,
he's one of the last honest announcers, kind of like a Jeff Van Gundy.
An iconic figure in basketball, is stepping down as an NBA broadcaster for ESPN after an astounding 5 decades. At 91, Brown's career is a testament to his passion and dedication. Starting as a high school coach, Brown's journey saw him leading the Kentucky Colonels to an ABA championship and earning NBA Coach of the Year twice. His coaching style, a blend of fundamentals and support, transformed every team he touched. But it's his broadcasting career where Brown truly shined, offering deep insights and engaging commentary that resonated with fans of all ages. As ESPN honors his remarkable contributions this season, Brown's legacy as both a coach and broadcaster will undoubtedly inspire future generations.
Yes, and here is the best moment of Hubie Brown. This is from probably 2014, I would guess.
And all of a sudden they have a 3. Now they're checking the monitor to see if this is a flagrant or not. Oh, come on, good gracious. I mean, today, if you go for a shot block today, you go for a shot, and you can see that's a hard block. He went for the ball, he came back down on his head. Now, in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, it would be play ball, just go to the foul line and make the foul shot. Stop us already. Now, if it's anybody who gets a touch from the neck up, we have to stop the game, go over there, waste all kinds of minutes.
I love his honesty. The NBA is going to be kind of glad that he's gone because he's too honest.
Because we all know that he got hit in the head. So what do we have to do? Well, unfortunately, the referees have got to do this because if they don't and they don't make the right call, it can be a penalty or a bad evaluation back in New York City.
I love Hubie Brown. He's an old man. He's 91. But in 2010, I didn't have TV. And in like the early 2010s, I didn't have TV. But specifically 2010, I didn't have cable. So, and this is before the like streaming online where you can watch games allegedly illegally. And I had no way of knowing what was going on with the Lakers because I didn't have a smartphone yet. So I turned on ESPN radio, locally ESPN 1000 in Chicago, and Hubie Brown was the announcer when it was the Lakers in the playoffs against teams like the Phoenix Suns and the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I have a soft spot for him, and he's absolutely a legend. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. Joe Biden made a weird joke to the Boston Celtics at the White House. I can't wait to hear this.
Holiday bonus. Call today.
Whatever.
2024 NBA champions, the Bulls. You're Celtics, right? The Boston Celtics. 2024 NBA champions, the Bulls. You're Celtics, right? The Boston Celtics.
How are we going to not have to deal with that again? That is Joe Biden in a nutshell.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Now to those burglaries at the homes of major sports stars, the NBA and NHL joining the NFL in urging players to tighten security at their homes. ABC's Aaron
Yeah, I don't know why each player just doesn't have like armed security.
Tursky is following the story.
This morning, following a rash of burglaries targeting professional athletes, the NBA and NHL are joining the NFL in urging players to upgrade their home security systems and keep images of their personal life off the internet.
Duh.
An NBA memo obtained by ABC News says the FBI suspects sophisticated South American theft groups are behind the burglaries at the homes of Bucks forward Bobby Portis.
While I was at my game yesterday, I had a home invasion, and they took most of my prized possessions.
And Timberwolves guard Mike Conley was at a Vikings game hyping up the crowd when his home was robbed.
Bunch of losers.
To protect themselves, the leagues are urging players to vet contractors doing work on their houses and utilize dogs for home protection. The memo says the burglars deploy advanced technology like drones and signal jamming devices. It advises players to install an updated alarm system, though the memo notes in most of the incidents, the homes were equipped with alarm systems that were not activated. The thieves have also targeted the homes of Chiefs stars Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
Yeah, hopefully they find those guys, but those guys are very sophisticated, and I don't think they're going to. It's been 2 hours and 5 minutes. I am very tired. I am out of here. Goodbye.
Tick-tock, clocks a joke, we're playing cruel pranks. Hoppe's hour almost done, feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom then streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Phone lines buzzing, but the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street, but soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Like clockwork to a show, and now it's time to face the silence like a TV on snow. Ryan Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine, the void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speaker, silent vibe coming to an end, like a rollercoaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe's jokes and jabs, these are daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe Hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll kick you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Game